Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys are sticking around and actually clicked play, because honestly I haven't really been the best at uploading videos on YouTube, but hey, you guys are still around, so really appreciate you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for still being here. And if you are new here, my name is Yujing and I usually post videos like sewing videos on projects that I do. It's not really a tutorial per se, but it's more of like how I take on this project, because like I'm still learning, so I don't think I'm good enough to teach anyone. In today's episode of Old Clothes New Style, I'll be bringing you along to see how I transformed this dress. Honestly, this dress isn't old, it's like totally brand new. I bought it with the intention of revamping it, and also because I had the intention of revamping it, I didn't buy it my size. I bought it like probably like 3 or 4 size larger so that I have more fabric to work with. This dress, if I bought a size that fits, I think it would actually be my style. It's just that I didn't really like the neckline because of the designs they have there, and also like the ribbon right smack in the middle. But for this video, if I were just to buy this dress and then like change the neckline and remove the ribbon, I think it would just be a boring video. So I thought, why not I just buy something a few size bigger so I have more fabric to play with and see what I can make out of it. What sold me though was like the really cute prints. They have like all these cute donut prints. I really love the prints, that's why I decided to buy it. At first I was thinking of making a crop top and skirt 2-piece set, but I decided to transform it into this overall dress that I'm wearing right now. Ta-da! I really like how it turned out, and hey, I made like a matching hairband as well. I like how it turned out, but the only thing that I'm a bit disappointed is the length of the skirt. Because I was tracing these overall shorts that I have, unfortunately something that is a perfect length for shorts will be too short for skirts. And I didn't like think about it, so I just copied the exact same length and it ended up too short. Every time I sit down it just like rides up too much and like I feel like it shows too much, so I'm actually very conscious every time I wear it. But I still really like how it turned out, so yeah, let's get into the tutorial. Not tutorial, like the project. The first thing that I did was to take an overall that I already have and trace the front. I only traced half of the front because I wanted the piece to be perfectly symmetrical, and tracing only half will have better results than tracing the entire thing. This also allows me to add seam allowance to just like half, because when I cut the side that I traced out and I fold it in half, the seam allowance will already automatically be added to the other half when I cut it out. Notice how I left the original hem of the dress in? That's just so that I can skip the hemming step since it's already done. Then I also did the same thing for the back as well. Traced half of it, added seam allowance, cut the half out, fold over and cut the other half out. After cutting out the front and the back piece, I seam ripped what's left over from the dress and cut out the facing for the front and the back. From the overall that I was tracing, I noticed that the straps at the back tapers in, so I traced out that part as well. I need 4 of these, 2 for the left and 2 for the right. As for the remaining fabric, I cut them up and sew it together to make a long strip for the overall straps. Then I sewed the side seams of the facing together and overlocked the bottom. I also sewed the front and back of the main bodies together at the side seams. As for the tapered pieces, I just sewed the 2 pairs together at the side. Next, I fit the straps in between the tapered pieces and sewed along the top to secure them together. Then I flip the right sides of the tapered pieces out and place them along the top of the back piece and sew. Then I tried on the overall dress to determine the length of the straps. Before I attach the straps to the front, I first attach the back of the facing to the back of the main bodies. Then I sewed the straps to the front at where I marked at earlier, snip off the excess straps and attach the front of the facing to the front of the bodies. Now I can turn the entire thing outside out, give it a good press and unstitch the facing down to make sure that it stays inside. I also did a top stitch 1 cm away from the seam. Then with the sleeves from the dress, I decided to make a pocket with the same measurements as my overalls pocket. With the remaining straps, I decided to just sew all of them together and have the ends tapered to make myself a matching hairband. And that's it!
Ryan Little.
So that's how the overall skirt turned out. I really like it. It's something that I would totally wear out, if not for the length. I know I've said this quite a number of times, but I really disappointed with how short it turned out. I guess that's a lesson learned for me. Next time, I'll make sure that my skirts are like longer when I make them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and also share this video if you like what you watch, and I'll see you next video. Bye!